That elusive January Direct. We know it's coming. We hope it's coming. I mean, it's coming, right? What's up, guys? Great to see you. As always, we've got a ton of speculation to do, so I'm gonna jump right in. But if you would, please leave a like on this video, and we are trying to reach 600 subscribers by the end of February. So while you're down there, feel free to subscribe. So we started the month off with a Pokemon Direct, and I was like, yeah, you know, not really the Direct I was looking for, to be honest. But I thought, hey, why not? Let's see what's up with some Pokemon. It was, well, interesting. I'm not gonna get into the DLC part of that because I do see both sides. But on the other hand, I will say Mystery Dungeon is hot garbage. I played through the demo, and I mean, are you serious? $60 for that? So anyway, we got that, and it was what it was. So the next week, another Direct was announced, but this time it was a Smash Direct. And again, you know, not the Direct I was really looking for. I mean, I'm not the biggest Smash fan, but I do like to see the character reveals. I'm not gonna go too deep into this one, but this Direct also got interesting reactions. Now in my head, I thought, okay, well they must just be wanting to give us something every week in January. But this week passed, no Direct. We did get something though. We got a roadmap. And to be honest, I'm glad we got this. As empty as I thought Nintendo's 2020 lineup was, it actually already looks pretty decent. I mean, obviously we're still missing the big titles, and we still probably have a lot of stuff that we don't know about they haven't shown us yet. But my point with all that, I guess, is it's still possible for us to get something from Nintendo every week this month. I mean, if you're watching this on Tuesday or Wednesday, who knows? There might be a Direct scheduled right now for Thursday. But if not then when? Early February seems logical. We got one last year on February 13th. So I would say if we don't get one this week, it's definitely gonna be in the first 2 weeks of February. So either way, we shouldn't have too much longer to wait. Now, keeping in mind what Nintendo has already shown us this month, I wanna do some speculating here. I think it's possible that Nintendo might be setting something big up for this Direct. I mean, we know the Pokemon Company pretty much always does their own thing when it comes to Directs, but at the same time, it's not like Pokemon stuff has never been in a regular Nintendo Direct, because it has. So they've got all that completely out of the way. And Smash Directs, not a new thing. We got the Final Fighter announced, we got a new pack of fighters coming, all that's taken care of too. And then we've got the roadmap, which is kind of just refreshing everybody's memory about what's coming out and things we already know. So with all this stuff already announced, out of the way, that frees up a lot of space in this Direct for who knows what. And let's talk about some logical options here first, because you know I'm gonna say something stupid and crazy here in a little bit. One option is this could be one of those Nintendo Directs that shows us a lot of new things and gives us a lot of information on a lot of games, but has a main focus on one game. And I believe if that's what they plan to do, that game most likely will be Animal Crossing. Now, if it comes this week, I think that might be a little too early to do something like that. But if it comes in, let's just say 2 weeks in the middle of February, that's pretty much a perfect spot to do something like that. Now, me personally, even though that is very possible and logical, I don't think that's what's gonna happen here. I think it's more likely that for this Direct, we'll probably just get a new Animal Crossing trailer or something like that, and maybe an announcement of a Animal Crossing Switch Lite, or maybe some Animal Crossing accessories or something. Because as of right now, there's really not a lot of accessories and stuff like that out there for Animal Crossing, which I find very strange. This seems like the game to capitalize on stuff like that, and they haven't. I just feel like as big as this game's gonna be for Nintendo, and honestly, I'm excited for it. I've never actually played an Animal Crossing game, and I am really excited to get my hands on this one. I just think as big as this game is going to be, that they're not just gonna throw the game out there and then that be it. I really feel like they're gonna announce some type of special edition, something, or some really cool accessories at the least. But it is Nintendo, so who knows? They might not put out anything with it. Another option is it could be just a standard first quarter Nintendo Direct like we've gotten the last few years. Going over everything we know, giving us release dates for those games, telling us what's coming in the year, telling us what's coming from third parties, what's gonna be the big holiday game, you know, the standard stuff. And I'm gonna come back to all those things, but I first just wanna get a little bit crazy here. Now, this is highly unlikely. Now, what if we get a nice little Direct with all the stuff we expect, a few big announcements, and the announcement of a Switch Pro? Now, again, highly unlikely, I know, but this thing's coming eventually. And I'm in the camp that says this thing's coming sooner rather than later. And I mean, the Switch Lite announcement trailer was only like 6 minutes. They could definitely shove a 6-minute trailer inside this Direct on a new, more powerful Switch. Very unlikely, I'll admit, but it is possible. Okay, let's come back around to the games, specifically the Holiday 2020 title. Now, obviously, they don't have to have a big holiday title, but let's be honest here. Nintendo's going to have a big holiday title, something that's gonna sell systems, and they're gonna announce it early to keep that hype train rolling all year long. Unless there's a massive game that we don't know about yet, which is entirely possible, but unless that's the case, I still believe that the Holiday 2020 title is going to be Breath of the Wild 2. Unless something bad has happened in development or things have been delayed, which is also entirely possible, especially with a Zelda game. But as long as none of that has happened, I think this is the game we'll be picking up in October or November. But let's say it's not. Let's say they're planning to release that one in 2021 for whatever reason. Then this brings us back to the original question. What could be that holiday title? And it actually also brings up another question, which is what is going to be the 2020 Zelda game? Because Nintendo has already said themselves that they want a Zelda game out every single year on the Switch. I mean, obviously the first ones that come to mind are Wind Waker or Twilight Princess, because they're done. They're just Wii U ports. But we'll have to just wait and see what happens with Breath of the Wild 2. But I can tell you this, I definitely think we're getting Zelda this year. Nintendo said it themselves. Alright, let's say it's not Zelda. What other options do we have? I don't think that holiday title's Bayonetta, although I do think it is possible that that is included in this Direct. We haven't heard anything about it since the reveal trailer years ago, so it's time. It's past time. But I don't really see that as a holiday title. As I've said before, I'm really excited to see what that game's all about, but I don't really consider that a system seller. Metroid Prime 4 is out of the question at this point, we know that, with the original game being scrapped and then restarted by Retro Studios. Is it possible that we'll be getting a new Mario game? I mean, yeah, that's possible. There are rumors out there of a Paper Mario coming this year, but again, I don't see that as a holiday title either. What about something like a Mario Odyssey 2? I mean, obviously that game was amazing, but it still left a lot on the table. I mean, there's a lot of stuff they could do with the ideas put in place from the first one with a sequel to that. I mean, I would definitely put money on the fact that Nintendo is working on a new Mario game. That's obvious. Is it coming in this Direct or this year? Yeah, maybe, I don't know. And I mean, there's always the possibility of a new Mario Kart game. I mean, technically they have not released a new Mario Kart since the Wii U. They just brought over 8, but I mean, clearly that was a good idea. But it's definitely possible that we see a Mario Kart 9 or some type of Nintendo Kart this year. Now, it is possible, but I don't know if Nintendo's ready to let Mario Kart 8 die. That game's still just printing money. But at the same time, I'm sure a new one would too, so who really knows? But one thing I know we'll at least get in this Direct is some dates for games we already know about that don't have release dates. The Outer Worlds, Doom Eternal, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, No More Heroes 3. I'm really excited to check all those games out. I've actually completely stayed away from the Outer Worlds on all other platforms because I only want to play it on Switch. I'm so excited to have a game like that handheld. I just didn't want to ruin it by playing it on another console first. So I'm really hopeful that one actually comes earlier in the year rather than later. Probably won't happen though. Anyway, so as far as other games we may see, I mean, who really knows? There are so many rumors out there right now. As I said, we've heard Paper Mario, 2D Metroid. Hey, there was even a listing for Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Switch. I mean, I wouldn't complain, but it's not likely. But hey, The Witcher 3 is on the Switch, so maybe. Emily Rogers says there's 2 more Wii U ports coming too, so maybe we'll see those at this Direct. I mean, as far as those goes, there's not many left. What do we have? We've got the 2 Zeldas, Super Mario 3D World, Pikmin 3, and I'm sure I'm forgetting a few, but there's not many left. Star Fox Zero, but honestly, I don't know how many people really want Star Fox Zero. Me personally, I would like to see Nintendo and Ubisoft do a Star Fox game together. Now that would be a cool announcement. But whatever we end up getting, I'm sure it's going to be exciting. There's so much we don't know about Nintendo's plans for 2020, but honestly, it's kind of fun. I mean, I've always loved the build-up and excitement that comes with these presentations. Xbox and PlayStation are trying to jump on board with this format, but in my opinion, I just don't think anyone does it quite like Nintendo does. So let me know what I forgot, and let me know what you think's gonna be in this Direct and when you think it's coming. Again, guys, please leave a like on this video. Make sure you get subscribed so we can hit that 600 subscriber mark by the end of February. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.